All right, it's time to kick the tires on PowerWF Studio again. This time, we're going to grab some data off the network. We're going to grab some RSS data. And right now, I'm going to grab a test file that I stuck out there on our web server. Test.xml. And that'll be our RSS data. And let's, just to make sure that we're getting it, shove that into a data grid view and hit play. So all we've done so far is we dragged over those two activities and typed in the URL, which is the source of the RSS. And sure enough, there is that RSS feed shown in a data grid as opposed to wrapped up in an XML file, which is fine and dandy. Just want to show you that it's there. But let's delete this. And instead of showing that in a data grid, let's make the URI and input in the data itself the output for a PowerShellCmdlet, because that would be a really cool demo, and that's what we're going to do. So in order to do that, I'm going to promote just those two properties, the URI property and the output property, because I want those things to interact with the PowerShellCmdlet that we deploy to. So I've done those two things. Now I want to hit the parameters button to just look at those two things and mark the URI as input, mark the output as the output. Don't need to do any more or any less. I'm going to compile this just to make sure, sanity check, this does compile. All right, I'm going to deploy this as a commandlet. Now, it's going to pre-populate a lot of this information for you. You could change the verb, change the type of command, and all of that. But I'm just going to leave all that the same, just as by default, and call it, make the noun RSS, so that the command will be get-RSS. Let's build that. All right, so if we call get-RSS, we should have a property called URI, which we can fill in ourselves, and press enter, and boom, there's the data. There is the RSS data available to us in PowerShell. That simple. So if we had a different URL, we could see different data, but there it is from start to finish. We created a PowerShellCmdlet using a single activity with parameters going in and out, and we did it in just 2 minutes. So thanks for watching. Keep the questions coming, and we'll kick the tires again.